Hi, everyone. My name is Battino. My company is Transformational Healing. I'm a life coach, energy worker, and happiness expert. And I'm starting this video blog called A Cup of Happiness. I never start my day without a huge cup of coffee. And yeah, I like to hold things in my hands. It makes me feel good. And right now, I think we all need a cup of happiness. So this video blog today is about catching your partner doing something right. Yeah. So I'm working with a lot of couples right now because due to COVID, we're spending a lot more time with them and not on vacation. Right? We're spending a lot of time with them when we're trying to get stuff done. They're trying to get stuff done. We might have, kids that are doing virtual learning. It's stressful. It's stressful with everybody in the house. It's stressful financially. It's stressful. Lots of fear. So catch your partner doing something right. Now, isn't that an interesting concept? We're really good at catching our partners doing something wrong, right? It is so easy to see the negative, and it's so much more difficult to see the positive. And especially when we've been with our partner for a while, right? We lose curiosity. We know what that look means. We know what that tone means. We know what that phrase means. But in truth, we don't. You don't. It's what you think you know. You think you know your partner really, really well, just like you think you know yourself really well. But the truth is, you don't. So what if we were to change the narrative? Change the narrative with our partners, change the narrative with ourselves, change the narrative with the world around us. One example is catch your partner doing something right, and then thanking them. Yes. Thank them for doing something right. Thank them for doing the dishes. Thank them for vacuuming. Thank them for being really quiet when you had a virtual meeting. Thank them for watching the kids. Thank them. I had a couple that I was working with, and they said, well, I'm thanking them for doing something they should be doing. I said, well, of course. I mean, don't we want to be seen and heard and praised and appreciated for all the hard work that we do in our relationship, at work, at home, with the kids, with the dogs, cats, pets? Of course we do. When someone looks at us and says, thank you for taking the dogs out. Thank you for cleaning up the poop. Thank you. It brings a cup of happiness into our lives. We feel appreciated. We feel seen. We feel happy. So what would it be like to catch your partner doing something right? Really easy to point out when they annoy the crap out of you. And that might be a lot right now. So what if we were to just shift our focus? Shift the narrative. So one of the things I do with my clients is, like people say stuff like, oh, you never know what's going to happen tomorrow. But if that's true, what if it's, but you never know what's going to happen tomorrow? There might be a vaccine tomorrow. We don't know. We could have the best day of our lives tomorrow. We don't know. But why do we as human beings focus on the negative? So our refrigerator died in August. And because we didn't want the cheapest one and we didn't want the most expensive one, we wanted something in the middle, everything's back ordered. So they said 3 months. And I'm like, 3 months, right? Why does it have to be 3 months? And then 3 months came and they said another week and a half. I went, oh, another week and a half. Oh, another week and a half. Just a week and a half. I can do that. I can do that. What if we shifted it and looked at it from the other perspective? I mean, there are people who don't have electricity. There are people that can't pay their electric bill. My refrigerator's coming. It will get here. It absolutely will. Not in time for Thanksgiving, though. But I will have one. And it's going to be really nice. And you know what? I'm going to appreciate the hell out of that refrigerator after being without one for almost 4 months. I will truly appreciate it. And I don't think I've ever appreciated a refrigerator before. It's just always been, and of course I have a refrigerator. Of course I do. Not during these crazy, crazy times. What if you shifted your narrative? What could happen tomorrow? What's there? Shifting your narrative can make you happy. When I was in my early 30s, I had a set of epiphanies which sent me on my personal quest for happiness. And one of my epiphanies was that I was the common denominator in my miserableness. I was the common denominator. And then I shifted the narrative. And I said, well, if I'm the common denominator in my miserableness, that means I'm the common denominator in my happiness. And that gave me hope. Because I knew I was smart, I knew I was creative, I knew I was tenacious. And once I'm on a mission, man, be careful. Don't get in my way. Yeah. What if we shifted the narrative? Now that the kids are underfoot, some of them aren't even doing their homework. How do we help them shift the narrative? This is a blip in time, kids. You know, some kids are doing really well virtual learning. Some are thriving. Some aren't. Some parents aren't thriving with their kids' virtual learning. I would have been awful. I'm so grateful that my kids are grown and gone because I would be, oh, they'd hate me. What if we shifted the narrative? You know, we always talk about, the glass half full or the glass half empty. This is a time that would be really, really good. We could find a lot more happiness, even if it's just small moments of happiness, to see the glass half full. Should know that refrigerator is coming and I'm going to be grateful as hell. Yeah. It's an interesting time, people. Shift that narrative. Look at your kids and your spouse or your partner with different eyes. Catch them doing something right. Thank them. Appreciate them. Look at how hard they're working. or how hard they're struggling. Tell them that you believe in them. They deserve it. They deserve to be seen. They deserve to be appreciated. Because now when there is so much stress with stuff we cannot control, what we can control is appreciating everything that is around us. Refrigerators, partners, children, grandchildren. What if we shifted the narrative on how we shop? Shop local, help small businesses. Amazon doesn't need any more of our money, but those small businesses do. Those restaurants do. People in the hospitality industry are struggling. I know because my husband's there. My husband's in the hospitality industry. One more shutdown could kill a lot of businesses. So what if for Christmas you shifted the narrative on how you shop? And you tell those shops that you love and those restaurants that you love that you appreciate them by buying gift cards, gift certificates. Let them know that business is coming their way. They can have money to put in the bank. You will be back. Can you see that shifting the narrative is so much more than, I don't know, catching your spouse doing something right? It's all in how we think and how we look at the world. And when we find ourselves going to that negative place, if there is negative, there is positive. And seeing if we can turn it around. What would it be like? Might change your life. Might change your day. And you know what? When I know, it'll add to that cup of happiness. And even if that's all you get all day is one cup of happiness, it's better than no cups of happiness. It's better than misery, better than blame, better than being a victim. God, did you hate being a victim? Oh, I hate it. And we're not a victim when we can change our narrative. When we can look in our cup. It's empty. But I have more coffee. And I can make myself another cup. Catch your spouse doing something right. It's too easy to find them doing something wrong. Life is already tough enough to begin with. Say thank you. Appreciate them. Let them know that you see them doing lots of things right. Everyone needs to be lifted up right now. And we don't know what's happening tomorrow. Could be something really good. It could. Thank you. I hope you have a great week.